Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Ty with another new bullish crypto analysis. Before we dig in, remember if you find value or like the video, smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, and leave a comment in the YouTube video comment section. Appreciate it. So let's dig in and take a look at a new leading indicator called the Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index. That's a mouthful. Or otherwise known as the Manufacturing PMI, and it's released by the Institute of Supply Management, or ISM. And let's get to this chart here. Okay. So let me get the chart ready for you. Here's the chart, but before we dive into the chart, let me tell you what this ISM Purchasing Managers Index is. So it's released monthly, and it's a leading indicator, but it releases the previous month's date. So, for example, for February, they're like around the first week of February, they'll release the data for January, and the data is comprised of, let's see here. Let me read some of these notes. Oops, that's not what I want. Hang on a second here. Let me check my notes. I have 3 screens here. So what it measures is it measures the manufacturing output of a particular for a particular time horizon. The ISM PMI Manufacturing Report is released every month on the first business day of the month. The data reflects the prior month's activity, like I just mentioned to you. The manufacturing sector makes up about 15% of the GDP for the U.S., but it's an important economic report, and it's often used by investors to gauge the strength of the economy. I mentioned before that the report is produced by ISM, and it's called a diffusion index, which means it's like an aggregate of various components that makes up the index. The number then is updated based on seasonality. That is a factor of it. Let's see what else. The index composite takes into account various indicators like new orders, employment, supplier deliveries, and inventories. And this gets sent out to various different people, like supply managers. So about 400 purchasing and supply managers, and they ask questions about their expectations about production, inventory, employment, and new customer orders. So the benchmark number is 50, so that's the average. And if it's over that, then it's a positive economic growth. And if it's lower than that, it's considered that the economy is contracting. So that's the long and the short end of what the ISM Purchasing Managers Index is. So let's take a look at this chart here. So you can see, I should magnify this. Let me see if I can magnify this for you. How's that? Look at that fancy technology. Control plus on your keyboard. Okay, so let's take a look. You can see that for the month of November, December, and January, we're trending down. See that? So that means that the economy is not as healthy as it can be. That's what this leading indicator is. And before that, pretty much went horizontal, and then increased from July until August, September. Okay, so now keep that in mind. And the website where you can find the main information at the ISM. You can just do a Google search for ISM PMI Manufacturing Index, and you should see it pop up on the first page of Google search. And this chart right here you can find at tradingeconomics.com, United-States/business confidence. Okay. So how does this impact Bitcoin? Well, that's a very good question. Let's take a look. So here's the weekly chart on TradingView for Bitcoin, and the orange line is the ISM PMI Manufacturing Index. It's long. Anyways, so here we are. It's missing the data for January. This is December, but January it went down. So it went down like that. This chart is not quite up to date yet. So let's take a look. How does it have, does it have a correlation with Bitcoin? So let's find out. So here you can see here the, I'm just going to call it the PMI for now. The PMI went down. So remember, it's a lead-in indicator. That means it's going to tell what's going to happen in the economy. So you can see it turned down. It started trending down before Bitcoin trended down. It went down and down and down. Guess what Bitcoin did next? Down. Okay. Let's go back to here. Here, it dipped down, flattened out, and then went back up. What did Bitcoin do? It dipped down, flattened out, went back up. Now let's go back a little bit further. Let's go back to this point. Here PMI went up, 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 and then had a little funky little choppiness here, and then went back up again. Guess what Bitcoin did? Up, chop, correction, up, up. Interesting. Okay, so let's go to over here. This section right here, right before it went up. What did it say? It said the economy's gonna drop. Guess what Bitcoin did? Drop. Before that, it went up. Bitcoin went up. Remember, it predicted this beforehand. So sometimes, so here, back here, it went down and Bitcoin went down before it went up. Sometimes it's not 100% correlation, because there are times like here where it's choppy here, and then it's going down, but Bitcoin is going up. See that? But here it was pretty good. It went down and Bitcoin just crashed. So, I mean, if you consider how many times the correlation held versus the one time that it didn't hold, I think that's a pretty good correlation. So how do you find this this indicator on TradingView? Well, it's called, let me see if I can pop this up for you. It's called ISM. I can't magnify this anymore for you. Sorry about that. It's called ISM :MAN_PMI. So what does it look like? I'm going to show you here so you can find it for yourself. So you go into, click on compare. Let me see if I can, here we go. Click on compare, and this is what it looks like right here. This guy. See, it says right here, MAN_PMI. So if you type that, it should appear. So type in MAN_PMI, and you see this, and it says by ISM on the right hand side. And when you highlight it, what you want to do, if you want to put on the overlay on the TradingView chart, then you can just mouse over and click on, I would use a different scale. So I would use like new price scale, because the price scale will be on this side, because Bitcoin's price scale is on this side. So mouse over and click on new price scale. Otherwise, it will use Bitcoin's price, and it will just look really weird. The other thing you can do is you can make it like an indicator on the bottom, like the volume indicator here. You can, once you mouse over, just click, choose new pane, and it will appear at the very bottom. I like it up here when I take out every other indicator, and it makes it a lot easier for me to look. So that's how you do it. I hope you found value in this with this indicator, and it'll help you in the future. I'm gonna look into this current trading view script and see how often it's updated. It seems like it's should have been updated by now, but if not, I'll probably look into creating my own, and then to keep it more up to date, and then I'll share it with you. Otherwise, I'll contact the author and see when is his next update. I don't want to reinvent the wheel there. So appreciate your time, and again, go ahead, smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, and leave some comments. Appreciate your time. Peace.